E te iwi, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Nā nā mai hara mai ki tēnei pō, ko tēnei te hōtaka 36. This is my number 36 Livey, coming to you from Auckland, New Zealand. So, welcome to you all tonight. Now, please understand that I don't have the chat up, and I don't know where my phone is. So, tonight I'm just going to rely on Mr. Next Door to fill me in on who's watching and who's got any questions. So, tonight is 8:30. Tonight in New Zealand. It's not my normal time, but so what? We carry on and we just do whatever we can and to promote TBC. My normal time is 9 p.m. to 9:30 if it's free. But like everybody, you know, we just slot into somewhere else and just carry on spreading the word, spreading the gospel of TBC. So, for those watching tonight, I hope, you know, you get your questions answered. And if you still have questions at the end of the broadcast, feel free to email me or to post to me on Facebook. Now, I'm not hard to find because I'm all over the place and Facebook. So, you know, get back to whoever you has sponsored you. They probably know how to get hold of me. Anyway, we first of all, my kōrero tonight is about TBC orphans, TBC veterans, and TBC, well, those who are either stuck or those who are either uncertain of where they're going or where they're at. Now, this has prompted me to kōrero about this, mainly because, you know, I spend a lot of time at night in TBC doing various things. And every now and again, I get posts that pop up. I don't know these people from the bar up. Koreo mohi ko wai era tangata. Nata mea no tauiwi. They are from, you know, the far off land. They're not in New Zealand. So the first task for me is to read. You know, read their posts. I give them that much for trying to get hold of somebody. So I read your posts, and sometimes, you know, you slump back and you think, why are they coming to me? How have they gotten hold of my contact details? And what do they know and what don't they know? So, you know, because of that, you kind of have to have a mind map in your head as to, you know, the unknown question that is coming from these sort of people. But not bearing in mind that it all evolves around TBC somewhere. So I had one who came to me from Ghana. A gentleman came to me from Ghana, and his first question was, do you have Bitcoin? And I'm going, oh, why are you asking me that? Do I have Bitcoin all over my wall, you know, in my Facebook? No, I don't. I don't make any reference to Bitcoin. I don't make any reference to TBC. Everyone else does. on my wall, but I don't. And so, the questions start. Bang, bang, bang. Why do I need to have Bitcoin? I'm asking this gentleman. He goes, because I want to cash out my TBC. And I'm going, well, at the time, I don't know where they're from. So, karea moyo, no here, rate. And I go, what country are you from? Or where do you live? And they go, I live in Ghana, this person in particular. I live in Ghana, but now, my next question to him is, how long have you been in TVC? And amazingly, a lot of them have been in for quite a while, but have, you don't know what they've done, how much of it they've done, and what they know. So, a whole lot of questions start the procedure, and you're going, okay, I know you're from Ghana. I know how long you've been in TVC. So, what's your next question? What do you want from me? And, they go, they're not shy to explain their position. And they're either going to say to you, I want to cash out. And my first answer to that is I knock it on the head straight off and I say, you cannot cash out in TBC. Get real. I'm not trying to tell them off or anything or put them off, but I'm just telling them straight to the point that you cannot do it. And then I am, sometimes I go, so who told you that you can cash out? Then they carry on. Oh, my upline. He said I can cash out if I go and trade with Bitcoin. I said, really? And he goes, yes. So how can you help me to do that? I said, I cannot help you to do that because I know for a fact that you cannot cash out in TBC. And then it kind of goes more silent. And then, it takes a while for a response to come back. So I guess he's either been hit on the head with a direct answer and he doesn't know what to say next, or he's thinking about the next thing that he wants to ask. So, I just get in and I just cut it there. And I just say to them, look, what do you know about TBC? What do you do in TBC? Because this particular guy said, I read the blog every day. I said, if you're reading the blog every day, you should know that you can't cash out. So, maybe they need to know, because they don't know, that you can translate everything in the blog to their language. Or maybe because their language is not get listed. And if it's anything like Te Reo Māori, and you're looking for that translation, if you are a Te Reo Māori speaker, and you go into the blog, and I know this for a fact, you cannot get the exact translation. That means the same as what the blog says in English. So I don't even go into the blog to translate nothing into Te Reo Māori. If I want to speak, about the blog and Te Reo Māori, it all comes from here and here. And that's it. Now, for those who listen to anybody speaking their native tongue, it is quite difficult in TBC to, to express the real message that the blog is trying to get across to everyone. It is real difficult. And I've watched the Bangla Boys, and I've watched, other languages, even Hindi, even French, and they're the same. Like, I guess the Bangla brothers will just feel more at home speaking their own language all the way through. But just what message is getting across through that, medium remains to be, a question sometimes, because, I get a lot of questions being fired at me from various people in these, in these native speaking areas, countries, and they're all in the same button meetings. Now, when they come to a normal 24/7 broadcast, or a normal broadcast that is done every day by whoever's broadcasting, you see them go around in numbers to listen to the English versions. And I guess because some are not sure if they're giving the right message too. So, those are the things that I can see are happening in TVC with the consistency of broadcasting. And I think it is, it's probably difficult for TVC broadcasters to be kind of accurate in their foreign languages and putting out that message, because no two words are the same. When you're speaking in different dialects and different languages across the world, they act the same as the English interpretation. I know that because with Te Reo Māori, it is totally different. I mean, 6 English words could be broken down into one Māori word that means the same. So, food for thought. But I guess going back to our Ghanaian, this is why he is stuck. Now, I don't know whether he's happy in his comfort zone or he's not getting answers out of that comfort zone of his. So my first thing to him was, we had the language barrier anyway. So he tried as hard as he could to get his message across to me. And he kind of understood English a lot better and a lot easier. So the language barrier came from that side of things, trying to explain it in English to me, because no way could I understand Ghanaian. So I just said to him then, you need to go back to the person who got you into TVC, or the person that is your upline. If you don't have an upline, how did you get into TVC? Who do you know in TVC in your country? I'd sooner refer them back to their own, native speaking leaders than have to deal with someone who has broken English. But I also don't want them to be left in the lurch. So, the first thing I take into consideration is them. So I want them to, continue their journey in TVC. I also want them to have the right message about how you take that journey in TVC. The information needs to be bang on. You just can't give half the information to anybody. And I guess this is why this guy was reaching out for help. Could be a number of things, but from what he was telling me, this is what I felt. So he already goes to the blog. That doesn't seem to be doing enough for him. So he's gone around looking for somebody to help him. So I recommended that he goes back to the person that got him into TBC. Failing that, to go back to one of the leaders in TBC. And I don't just say, me hara koe, hito kaiarahi, go to your leader and in your country, go find your leader in your country and see how you go. No. I give them a name of a person that I think would help them. A person with some credibility in their own countries or who can understand them and their language. So that is the first step. Now, I also say to them, failing that, if you don't get any satisfaction out of doing that, and, whatever feedback you get from the leader or advice, I say, you can always come back to me again. And then I will see how else I can help you. So, if it ends up a no-go zone with anybody, okay, I will then tackle them and take them on. And keep monitoring their progress and try and lead them along the right track, as I do with a whole lot of other people. I don't look at them and I don't stereotype them. They are different, and I know that, but a lot of other people don't know how they're not. Okay, so I'm picking. Well, he is one of many that have contacted me, and so to those leaders out there in TBC and the various and different countries, if you ever, have the contact from people like these, orphans, old veterans even, people that were got into TBC ages ago, dropped out and have decided to come back in. They're no different to orphans. They're no different to the people who are stuck. They're stuck themselves. They've taken time out, and probably in their time out period that they've been out, they've had their ears to the ground, and they've been listening to people talking around them about TBC. And I guess that they've heard new things and new good things about TBC. So when people like that fall in my pathway, I encourage them to get back into TBC, even if they've been scammed. And, scammed for whatever reasons, there are plenty of those, and they start to talk bad things about TBC. What was the reason you got out of T? How koe e mutu I tō mahi roto i TBC? Why did you stop? Oh, then it all Ka maringi mai, you know, ngā mea katoa. They tell you everything. They don't leave nothing out, but, you know, when you read their post about why they've fallen out of TVC, you get the picture. You get a bigger picture than what they can see. So the idea then is to try and turn them around. You know, turn them around. Ahakoa, kua he, arato mahi. Even though, you know, they got all these problems in TBC. Well, they had them. And they're probably thinking that those people that they fell out with are still in TBC. They may be, but who said they need to go back to those people? Not me. I'd rather put them into an environment where they'd be happy to continue their journey. You know, and you get to know different leaders, different teams, and their life, the way they do things. So, you know, it's not hard for you to say, maybe I need to pair you off with this person because this person can help you. This person is the type of person that has all the aroha in the world for you to get you back on track. And 9 times out of 10, for me, it works. Yes, it works. And, you know, we bring those people into a pool of those sorts of people, nurture them, nurse them back into TBC in their time, although they start to wind up and start to say, oh, I must go and do this because I need to do this because you said. And I'm saying, well, you do it at your pace. There is no race in this. Or the only race we have is with the billionth person. So, you know, that's all I say to them. Get back into TBC for what it's worth to you. Help come back in and grow TBC. We need you. We need the numbers. You know, and I don't lie to them. I don't say, oh, you need to get back into TBC because we need you to be counted. Your head needs to be counted on this count without telling them why and how long it's going to take. You know, the forecasted time frame. Never be afraid to bring that up with them because they need to know so they know the truth. No good to you saying to them, oh, okay, we should have the billionth person by, if we keep going like this, I think we should have the billionth person by next year. Will we? You know, let's be real. We may not have it till that billionth person till 2020, 2021. But for those of us who are active and very active in TBC, we can see progress being made, you know, threefold. And that comes through the various programs like Rapid Rewards that has been brought into this to TBC to do exactly that, to accelerate, you know, getting people into TBC and counting towards the growth of to the billionth coin. And you know, if you're going to share that with people, hey, they trust you 100%. But the key is communicating with them at all times. Keep your window of thought open for them. answer their posts when they send it to you, even if they're ugly. Hey, learn how to get around those. Not everyone is perfect. Heck no. We'd have a perfect world if they were all perfect. But no, we don't. Sorry. You know? We have to make way for those kind of people. There's a mentality in those people that is a little bit different, but hey, we don't teach them differently. We approach them in a different manner. And that's the difference. It's the way you have with words and those sorts of people. You sometimes become your own psychologist, when you're dealing with people like that. But that's part of it all. No one said it was going to be an easy ride. No. No one said it was going to be a piece of cake. Huh? Oh, I wish it was. But no, it never is. And I'm amazed myself at how Ken and I have taken on board TBC and have been totally committed, like no other program that we've been in. We've had that level of commitment in other programs, but we were talking about it the other day, and I don't think we've put as much commitment into anything as we have in TBC. We've had to say no to a lot of other things, the distractions and, other money makers, blah, blah, blah. It goes on. And we've had to be strong enough to say, no, that's not what we're here for. We're here for this. We have people to look after. We can't look after them if we're in something else. Maybe you can, but that is not us. That is not how we operate. And, I think the key to getting this far has been that I've been able to share my journey with my family, and especially with Key, and Key getting himself on board to be very supportive in this. And now we're kind of on the same page with everything that we deal with and everything we do. So when we get orphans, when we get veterans, we talk about it. We talk about how we're going to deal with these people, what we're going to do with them, and we follow them, we track them. We make sure that, the journey has started, or they are partway through their journey, and it is a journey that they will not deviate from in a hurry. So that is my kōrero for tonight, e Homa. And I'd just like to say thank you to Carol, the ever supporting Carol we have. And Bill, we'll be missing you, Bill, in cash flow coaching. So hopefully we see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And Darren, thank you again for coming. It's really good, that in New Zealand we can kind of get ourselves together more often and communicate with one another as often as we can. So my hat goes off to all you that have come tonight. And it's the sad part where I have to say, pekonera and be safe. And that's me signing out from Auckland, New Zealand. Hey, kona guys.